You finally made the decision to start your GLP journey, and now you're like, okay, this is it. I just need to take my, make take my injection, and it's gonna work automatically. I don't have to worry about, any hard work. That's kind of the illusion I was in. So use, any GLP if you want Tirzepatide or semaglutide as a tool, but you still have to, like get the maximum out of it. So what I would recommend is if you're not that hungry, don't just force yourself for food, because think about it, thousands of years ago, people had survived on just one meal a day or one meal every other day. So we'll be totally fine. And this is a great time to do some fasting, because naturally appetite gets suppressed. So you're not going to be feeling all that hungry immediately. I believe for me, especially, like since I took the shot, like within hours, the food noise was gone. So food noise is a constant noise that, like, literally, like, I've been an emotional eater. So if there's a food in front of me, even though I'm not hungry, I'm gonna just, grab it. If there's a pizza, that's my favorite, even though, again, I have no appetite, but if pizza's in front of me, I'm gonna take it and start eating. So with GLP, you will, have the benefit, because now you have control. You have the control to what goes in your mouth. So at the same time, whenever you are eating, just make sure you're eating nutritious food, right? You're not, because I get full very quickly being on GLP-1. So just make sure that, you're only, starting with with protein and fiber, because you're going to need both. And then if you still really want it, craving, or have room, then you have the carbs. But you start with protein first. And also, this is a great time to do, as I said, introduce intermittent fasting, because there's so many other benefits of fasting. So if you're doing intermittent fasting, you could, like, for example, like what I do some days is, like, I don't eat anything until 12 o'clock. So my eating windows is from 12 to 7 p.m. And in between, I would have one meal or two meals, depends on how I'm feeling. And in the morning, like, make a habit, even if you go for 20 minutes walk before you start your day, you're going to see a lot of benefits, because you're kind of in the fasting stage. This is where your body, instead of, using sugar, insulin for energy, it's going to tap into your store fat, like most like your visceral fat. So it's a great time for you to just do some type of activity. Again, you don't have to do intense workout, but take take the time, like, you're investing in your GLP journey. It's expensive treatment. Make the max out of it, like, make the max out of it, like, use, have a schedule where, decide day before, what are you going to be eating, when are you going to be eating, how are you going to prioritize your protein. At the same time, have, like, at least, 30 minutes a day for some type of workout. It could be simple as just going for a walk. It could be simple as just having some dumbbells at home in front of your TV. Just put some YouTube workout and then follow along. Do weightlifting. I mean, even with dumbbells, just for 20 minutes. That's all it takes. And best is if you're doing in the fasting stage, you're going to see the max benefits. So that's how you can take the advantage of being on your GLP journey. Comment below if you have any questions, and if you're interested in getting a free guide, let me know. I'll be happy to send you on a free guide on how to eat, how to exercise, being on GLP-1. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.